Hi, welcome to Mari Entertainment, where I'm trying my best to keep you company for as long as I can. Today, we're going to talk about the phenomenon Pokemon Sword and Shield and what I like and dislike about it. So, when it comes to what I like about Pokemon Sword and Shield, I like that it is an open world. I like that the new forms of Pokemon that they made are really good looking. Like, usually when I go into a Pokemon game where I don't know the Pokemon yet, I feel a little sense of like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this. They look a little odd. But I was actually really excited to see all the new Pokemon that they created. Like, I was happy to catch them, I was happy to see what they turned into. The typings. There was no new type, which is something that I disliked. I hope they introduce something new, like like a different type, like they did with Fairy and Steel. I wish that they did something new. I wish that Eevee got a new evolution as well. I feel like that's sort of a tradition now, where every new game Eevee gets like one or two new evolutions. A bug type Eevee or a ghost type Eevee would be really cool. I saw some like decorations of how people made Eevee look, and I thought that that was really cool. What I don't like about the Pokemon game is, of course, they cut out a lot of the Pokemon. I think 52% of the Pokemon. I hope that they implement that later in sort of updates like they do with Super Smash Brothers, where they just update the region to where new Pokemon come in. It's on a powerful system, so I hope they can do that. I would hate to only play with a certain amount of Pokemon until the next game comes out, because we waited a long time for this game to come out, and it seems like it's been rushed ever since it came out, like it wasn't finished. I like the gyms. I like that we finally get to go into a Pokemon stadium like we would always see in like the cartoons. I know that we weren't able to do that before, but I just like how it's a little bit easy. I feel like I kind of just breezed through it, without any like heartache and hardship. Like there's not that gym that where I'm just like I hate this gym. They all have been pretty easy, and my Pokemon have been able to level up all throughout my gym experience and my route experience. I feel like the XP share should have been an option for us. I hate that it's forced upon us. Me myself personally, I know that I disliked it at first, but over time it kind of grew on me, because I'm kind of lazy in that sense of I don't want to level up every Pokemon individually, because that's a lot of work. But I am also a breeder now, and I don't know how we're going to, Eevee and Ivy train our Pokemon for them to perfectly, you know, be battle ready if they're all going to, level up at the same time. Do we have to take our Pokemon out individually and train them? It's gonna be weird. I don't know how that works yet. I wish that they would make a Pokemon Stadium for Pokemon Sword and Shield, where even if they didn't want to put all the Pokemon in there, they can put all the Pokemon in Pokemon Stadium. That way, we get the expressive animations that they said that they were going to give us that they didn't in Pokemon Stadium. We get new introductions of the new Pokemon in Pokemon Stadium, and there's a narrator that's narrating the battle, so it really feels like we're in the Coliseum of the stadium. And I feel like there would be more of an intensity if every Pokemon was in the game, because the battle styles that we grew up on, that we had in Sun and Moon and Ruby and Sapphire, we had our own battle styles and our own team that we focused on, and we've been winning on the online battles. I feel like now we're sort of crippled in the sense of we can't bring in our full team, so we have to bring in Pokemon that we don't really know if they're gonna work with our team, and we're not able to transfer all the Pokemon over yet from Sun and Moon and stuff like that to even see if it works out. So we're kind of just stuck for now. So after I beat the game, I kind of just put it on pause, and I was just waiting to see if I'm going to like the introduction of my team and the new Pokemon team that I'm going to put together. I really am saddened by the fact that we're not going to be able to fight Cynthia anymore. We're not going to be able to fight Ash and Gary anymore, because their teams are not in the game. I hope that they really update it and patch it to where we can have every Pokemon. I saw the fans really upset, and if Pokemon listens to us like they say they do, they would follow suit. Okay, that was my thoughts on the Pokemon game. Hopefully it resonates with a little bit of you. If it doesn't, I apologize if I've wasted your time. Okay, have a good night.